underneath the laughs, the skits, and the wild guests, Kai was running a masterclass in monetization, branding,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of that shit was fucking insane, bro.
and content dominant. Streamer University wasn't just a content series, it was a blueprint. By turning an ordinary college experience into a viral empire, Kai flipped the script on how creators build influence and make money. He blurred the
Streamer
line
University was
between
mad lit.
entertainment and business so well, most people miss what was really going on. Today, we're breaking it down. This isn't about hype. This is about the strategy behind the spectacle, the business lessons you can actually use. So grab a seat in the front row. Class is in session.
Okay,
Lesson
bro.
1.
Inform me. Inform me.
Independent.
Stay independent.
Let's be honest.
Facts.
If Kai Cenat had taken Streamer University to a major platform, Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, nobody would have blamed him. The offers
We would have blamed him. I would have blamed him. Shit.
were there. Big checks, full production support, distribution to millions of subscribers. But Kai said no. He kept it on his turf, Twitch and YouTube. Why? Because Kai knows the golden rule of the internet economy. Own your audience or someone else will. Let's hear what he had to say.
A lot of people been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro. But an idea like this so original, you got to keep it where it's at.
By keeping Streamer University in,
Bro, it's actually really rare to see original ideas nowadays, bro. Everyone is copying somebody else or trying to steal a different idea that somebody else had, or either like redo it, like reboots. Like, bro, it's like, god damn, like, can we get some original ideas? Yo, this chair is actually cooked. Oh my god, I can't even.
independent. Kai
Man, is that
controlled
Mark?
every
That's
single
Mark.
element. The content, the monetization, the brand. No execs, no contracts that locked him out of his own creative vision. No gatekeepers between him and his community. That's power, real power. And
Facts,
it's not
facts.
just about control, it's about value. Let's break it down. Distribution equals leverage. When you post content on your own channels, you build leverage, not just views, leverage. By staying independent, Kai didn't just keep creative freedom, he positioned himself as the distribution pipeline. When you own the pipeline, people come to you and they pay for access. That's why you see rappers, celebrities, and even brands begging to be part of his world.
Bro, we run the streamers run the world, bro. It's like a whole different thing. Like, you can't, and it's like, we first of all, we everyday TV. We're everyday TV. 1, 2, you literally, no matter how hard you fucking try, bro, the fan bases are too fucking strong. We have probably the strongest fan bases. Streamers, content creators, fan bases are OD strong. 3, bro, we're independent. Most of us are like self-made. Yeah, you could be an industry plant, sort of, be put on by somebody else. It's still self-made. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, you can't break them. You know what I'm saying? The only people that can break them is other content creators. I'm gonna give it a buck. Sorry.
He's not pitching to networks. He is the network. No middlemen equals maximum monetization. When you're tied to a network or platform, you split revenue. There are managers, agents, producers, legal teams, all taking a cut. When Kai streams on his own channel, the sub money is his. The ad revenue is his. The brand deals, negotiated his way, integrated into his format. And even if Twitch or YouTube takes a percentage, the chunk he keeps is still far bigger than what he'd get through a traditional deal. More importantly, he controls the structure. He can shift platforms, cross-post to YouTube, clip on TikTok, sell merch, launch a Patreon. It's all under his umbrella. The financial upside isn't linear, it's exponential. And it only works when you stay independent. Brand control is everything. Imagine Netflix greenlighting Streamer University. They'd
I guarantee you it probably wouldn't have did what it did. It would have been a lot of restrictions.
polish it, overproduce it, strip away everything that made it his. Kai's genius is that his audience isn't just watching a show, they're living in his world.
Exactly.
That authenticity, you can't outsource that. You can't schedule it into a production cycle. By keeping full control of his brand, Kai stayed unpredictable, raw, and most importantly, real. That's what sells. If you're a creator, don't just build a following, Build an infrastructure.
I'm
Use
saying.
platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Gumroad, or
What the fuck is Gumroad? Gumroad. Did this nigga just slide a sponsor in this bitch?
Substack, but treat them as tools, not bosses. Build your email list, build a Discord, build something you control. Because when the algorithm shifts, or the sponsors pull out, or the next hot thing comes along, the creators who survive are the ones who own their lane.
Yeah.
Kai Cenat didn't need permission. He built Streamer University his way and got all the rewards. Lesson 1 is simple. Stay independent. The money, the freedom, and the legacy live there. Lesson 2, focus on your bag, not women.
Focus on your
One
bag,
of the most
not women.
unexpected takeaways from Streamer University came in between the chaos. But if you were paying attention, the message was loud and clear. Get your money right first. Not because women are the enemy, not because love is a scam, but because priorities matter. When you're broke,
So do.
dating isn't just hard, it's stressful, complicated, and in most cases, humiliating. How do you focus on love when your phone bill's overdue? How do you take someone out when you're counting quarters for gas? Streamer University never said it directly, but it showed it through energy. Most of these guys are on their grind. They're building content, brands, and revenue streams. Here's the truth they don't teach you in school. Trying to find your dream girl before you found your purpose, that's a fast track to resentment for both.
A fast track to resentment? Hey, look. This is what I think. If you doing some crazy shit and you know you trying to do some crazy shit, find you somebody first, damn it. You gotta get somebody first. Now, if you can get somebody first and keep that somebody, congratulations. Know what I'm saying? You did your biggest one. But for anyone that can't get that somebody first before they make it to where they trying to be in life, good fucking luck, nigga. You about to be struggling. It's mad clout chasers. It's people out here that want to steal your money, that want to steal your clout, that want to steal everything from you, that want to fake it till they make it. And when they make it, they want to steal what you got. So realistically, we cooked either way.
You'll feel inadequate, she'll feel frustrated, and neither of you will say it out loud until it's too late. Here's where the pressure kicks in. In today's world, men are expected to show up with the bag, the charisma, the physique, the emotional maturity, all by 22. And if you don't, you're labeled as lazy, broke, or not serious.
So fucking
the expectations are high, the patience is low, and the game feels rigged. But what Streamer University subtly teaches is that you don't have to play that game. You can opt out. You can disappear for a year, build something real, and come back with results. No apologies, no explanations, just growth. When Kai hosts guests like Duke, the jokes are nonstop, but the grind is real. They've all sacrificed.
Nigga said guests like Duke, bro. That is like probably one of his best friends. Like, what the fuck?
Time, sleep, and probably relationships to get where they are. They didn't chase women. They chased skills, opportunities, and consistency. That's not cold, that's calculated.
Exactly.
And the result? Women now chase them. Not because they're clout chasers, but because success is magnetic, ambition is attractive, self-respect radiates. This isn't about being a monk or going full red pill. It's about prioritizing. Because the truth is, love is better when you bring something to the table and not just vibes.
Yeah,
so what's the takeaway?
Vibes.
Focus on becoming the kind of man who doesn't need validation. Get your finances in order, sharpen your skills, build something you're proud of. Then, when you do enter a relationship, you walk in as a full person, not a half-formed dude hoping someone else fills the gap. Streamer University wasn't just a content stunt, it was a manifesto. And this was one of the loudest chapters.
Manifesto.
Lock in, get your money, and let the rest.
Yo, this shit has sparked so much shit in people, bro. Everyone's doing a 30 days. Everyone I watch is doing a 30 days right now. All of June, they going 30 days for June. It's crazy. Like, what got into these niggas?
Follow. Lesson 3, build a community, not just a following. It's easy to mistake Kai Cenat's empire for a solo act. After all, his name's on the thumbnails. He's the face in the memes. He's the one getting the mainstream interviews. But when you look closer at Streamer University, you realize something deeper. This whole thing was never built on one man's back.
Yeah.
It was built on collaboration, brotherhood, energy. Streamer University wasn't just Kai streaming in a dorm room. It was everybody pulling up. All of them contributed to the chaos. And it wasn't chaos for chaos's sake. It was chemistry, real friendships, real moments, real synergy. Because here's the secret most influencers ignore. A viral moment will get you attention, but a community will keep you relevant.
Exactly.
Kai could have done it all alone, but he didn't.
That should be hard though. Get a viral moment. You got to get these motherfuckers to the stream, and then you got to get them to stay. You got to be authentic. Make sure people realize that you're authentic. If you're not being authentic, nigga, then you cook. I'm not gonna lie, you might be cooked.
He let others shine on his platform. He created a space where everyone had a role. And that's why people didn't just follow him, they followed the world he created. A lot of creators focus on building a following, numbers, likes, subs. And sure, those things matter, but they're not everything. 1 million followers doesn't mean 1 million supporters.
Exactly.
In fact, most influencers are just one bad tweet away from losing half their audience because there's no real connection underneath. Kai flips that. He talks to his chat like their friend. He reacts to fan art. He reads comments. The people watching aren't just numbers. They're part of the story.
Y'all
That's
part
community.
of the story.
And
that's
it's not
the
just
community.
about fame.
Well, thank you, Disney, for pulling up to every single stream that I've ever done in my entire streaming history, bro. I love you with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? I love you with all my heart. I had to pop out rich. I had to change my pay. It's like I wouldn't be nowhere without you, gang.
It's about peers too. Kai didn't hoard the spotlight. He helped build a platform where his entire crew could win. Community scales what individual hustle can't. And this is what most creators miss. They think being self-made means going solo. They think collabs are a weakness. They think letting others in is a...
See, I used to think this way. Well, not necessarily think this way, but I wanted to at least build something before I started doing collabs, bro. But the thing that I realized is you can't build shit without doing collabs, bro. Like, you could say you did it by yourself, but the thing is other people still helped you, bro. And that's the other half of the problem. Niggas saying, oh, I did it by myself. Like, for those who actually did do it by themselves and got big by themselves, like actually by themselves, shout out to them. Y'all are a different type of people. But most people, you get to a certain point, and then now it's like, okay, other people can see you from up here. They're like, oh, I see you coming up. Yo, come up here for something. And then you gotta reset. And then it's like every time you do that, it's a reset. Every time you do that, it's a reset. So boom, you start at the bottom. Say, I don't know. Say this is like Kyson at. You know, you start at the bottom. Boom, you go up a little bit. You know, somebody like over here, I don't know who would be over here. Maybe like Platboy Max or something. He see you, boom. So then like you go over here. Obviously, Kai gonna see Max. So when Kai see you with Max, Kai like, oh, I want this guy. So then you go up. Now your new plateau might be like a little bit below Max. So it's like every time you reset, it's a new plateau from your last collaboration, bro, because you get something from it. You gain something from it. Boom. Yes, I said what I was trying to say. I actually got it out.
But the smartest move in today's content world is building a network of real, loyal allies. People who bring value, not competition. Kai mastered this. At Streamer University, everyone ate. Everyone got screen time. Everyone got clips. And the audience felt it. That energy translated into engagement.
Not everybody. I'm telling you right now, not everybody. Damn near everybody. Damn near.
Memes, TikToks, fan edits, and moments that stretch far beyond the stream itself. In a world where most creators chase fame by isolating themselves at the top, Kai is doing something different. He's inviting people in. And it's working. So what's the real life move? Start collaborating before you think you're ready. Reach out to people in your lane. Don't just post, engage. Shout out your fans. Respond to comments. Build in public. Be a person, not a persona. Because when the algorithm stops favoring you, when the hype dies down, when the views dip, it won't be your follower count that saves you. It'll be your community. Streamer University wasn't just content. It was a blueprint. And one of the most powerful lessons was this. Don't just build a following. Build a world people want to be part of. Lesson 4. Embrace chaos, but have a plan. Streamer University felt like absolute madness. But here's the twist. None of that happened by accident. Behind every wild moment was structure. Schedules were made. Segments were planned. Even when it seemed like everything was falling apart, there were guardrails keeping the whole thing from actually derailing.
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas is so smart. Bro, like, certain shit wasn't happening without other people doing other things, bro. So it was crazy. And then like somehow it all just made sense. It was like a big ass puzzle. It's like a big ass movie. It was amazing. It was quite literally amazing. I loved it.
And that's the real lesson. You can be wild and calculated. Spontaneity works best when it's framed by strategy.
The cave brings a lot of chaos, but it'd be hilarious. Bro, the cave is the cave, bro. And I'm proud to be a part of it type shit. I think I'm the last motherfucker to come in here. I think so. think I'm the last one to come in here. Like the latest one. I might be the latest one to come in.
Out a blueprint. He had timelines, themes, and backup plan. He knew the energy had to feel loose, but the logistics had to be tight. That's why it worked. The audience got unpredictability, but the stream never collapsed into dead air or burnout. This is where a lot of young creators mess up. They think going with the flow means winging everything. No prep, no strategy, just vibe. But vibes alone don't last. Eventually, the audience notices when you're just freestyling your way through a half-baked stream, and sponsors definitely notice. Kai's success proves that controlled chaos is way more powerful than actual chaos. He leaned into the unpredictable, but he always had a safety net. There was always something next. That's how you sustain momentum. And it applies beyond streaming. Whether you're building a business, launching a podcast, or starting a brand, embrace your wild ideas.
You got it, bro.
Try things that scare you, but do it with a framework.
I done said it a million times, but you just got to be yourself. Bro.
Make schedules.
Be authentic.
Build system. Give your creativity a container, because chaos might spark attention, but structure builds.
Give your creativity a container. Okay, but like it's like catching a bolt of lightning in a bottle. I'm gonna do that shit every time.
Those empire. If this episode got you thinking differently about streaming, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment
below. This is a great vid.
Thanks for watching. Stay smart,
stay strategic,
and as
Kai's
always,
way more intelligent than he lets
the video on the screen.
Oh wait. Kai's way more intelligent than he lets on or that people think. You gave the game on Kai giving game. You gave the game on Kai giving game, and there's even so much more to learn from streamer you. I appreciate the breakdown. Build a community, not just a following, supporters, not fans. Yeah, facts. Simple collaboration. My guess before watching. Okay. Never met someone successful who had a great social life at 20. Damn. Bro, it's like crazy though. Like people, it's like you really do. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. You really do gotta lock yourself away from like the rest of the world to really like become something. And some people just fail in that. They can't be isolated. They can't just be alone with themselves. They can't just be like, you gotta be alone with yourself to understand yourself and understand why you need to do the things that you need to do. I'm gonna forever say that isolation will save you sometimes. Now, too much of that can hurt you. Factual. That's facts. That's facts. Because I can say from my own personal experience, too much isolation literally killed me. Now, but I'm not gonna lie, COVID saved my life. COVID had saved my life. If it weren't for COVID, bro, I don't know where I would be. I changed everything about me during COVID. And I swear, every time I think about that, I just be like, yo, if I could just be isolated, if I could just be isolated for 5 months again, things that would change would be so crazy. I would just want that to happen again, for me to just understand myself again so I could be the best version of me. But now I gotta sit here and do that while I go do something else, post on the tube. But it's really like, I have no problem posting on YouTube while I do that. But it's like, the idea is really to not have to step outside. If I don't gotta step outside, I'm chilling. Give me 5 months of straight isolation, bro. I swear I'll change. I'm actively changing at a slower rate, but boy, it'd be drastic. It'd be goddamn drastic. WVid though, a lot to say, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like that.